After 14 years out of office, Labour is back with their first budget in a generation, and the changes they're bringing could have serious implications. So what does this mean for hard-working families, businesses, and the future of the UK economy? Labour's big plan brings a wave of tax hikes, increased government spending, and a return to borrowing. Sound familiar? It's the throwback to a state-sponsored socialism model, and it's got a lot of people worried about where the country's heading. Critics are saying this budget has Britain teetering on the edge of dangerous financial territory, accusing it of bringing back reckless policies that could hurt both businesses and ordinary people. Let's break down what's really going on. First, let's talk about the numbers. Labour's budget marks the biggest tax hike in recent memory. Yep, you heard that right. According to the OBR, this could fuel inflation, drive up prices, and ultimately stunt the UK's growth and private investment. We're talking about a hefty £40 billion more coming out of the pockets of British families and businesses. Imagine what that could mean for everyday expenses. Energy bills, food prices, everything you pay for might get more expensive. Now, here's where it gets sticky for businesses. Rising national insurance rates are putting pressure on employers, pushing the cost of hiring through the roof. That means businesses may have to dig deeper to bring people on board, which could break a key promise Labour made in their manifesto. On top of that, Labour's new trade union-friendly employment laws are adding to the strain. Think about it. Businesses, already struggling with higher taxes, now face costly new regulations. Critics argue that this government just doesn't understand what makes the economy tick, particularly when it comes to the private sector and entrepreneurs who create jobs. And it's not just businesses in the crosshairs. Families are feeling the squeeze too, with hikes in air passenger duty, inheritance taxes, and even potential taxes on family farms. Critics say Labour's budget is piling on tax after tax, leaving families with less disposable income and businesses with fewer resources to grow. The Labour government says these moves are necessary to fill a fiscal black hole. But some argue it's not about balancing the books. It's about appeasing their political allies. Trade unions, left-wing supporters, and their policy wish list seem to be the real winners here, while everyday citizens bear the cost. What's the big picture? Detractors warn that Labour's policies will lead to capital fleeing the UK, foreign investment drying up, and even lower levels of employment. It's a bold budget for sure, but could it leave lasting damage? So, what do you think? Is this budget the way forward, or are we on the brink of economic turbulence? Let us know in the comments below. Let's get this conversation going.